Hello and welcome to another episode of the TBI Diaries. I'm Jennifer Soames, TBI survivor and advocate, holistic health professional, and author of Head of Hope, a resource and empowerment guide for living and thriving with a traumatic brain injury. Today's episode, it could have been worse. This phrase is one that is heard very, very often from a lot of TBI survivors. It actually hasn't been so much of my own experience, but just in floating around different TBI Facebook groups and also working with clients, whether they're TBI survivors or not, it's a topic that comes up periodically. Have you heard this phrase as well? People say, well, it could have been worse. And about a month ago, I saw a meme that said, and it could have been a whole lot better. And I absolutely loved that because it's absolutely a true statement. When we think about our situations, or at least when I think about my situation and living with a traumatic brain injury, absolutely, it could have been worse. And it could have been a lot worse, and I recognize that. And there's very much the fact that it could have been a whole lot better, and that maybe I or you might not have had to go through these experiences and continue to live with the challenges that we have. Don't get me wrong, I am all about gratitude, and even in the book, there's a gratitude practice that I share. So it's something that I do practice absolutely every single day. And at the same time, it can be used as a spiritual bypass to just say, oh yeah, other people have it worse than me, so I should just count my blessings and be happy with where I am. That's an option, yes. And there's also the choice to say, yes, other people have it worse than I do, and I also feel what I feel and experience the reality that I get to every single day. That is more being real, right? And to me, being real and authentic is incredibly important, which is in part why I do these videos, so that you and maybe other people you know can have a better understanding of what it's like to live with a TBI and some of the things that we go through. So being grateful for the fact that things maybe weren't worse is great, but to be really real and honest with yourself for what you're experiencing is equally important. And so where do you do the spiritual bypass? Where do you go, oh, well, I should just be grateful, or maybe just suck it up and feel like I'm complaining too much, I need to stop? Excuse me. Well, there's definitely a difference between complaining and also being real. When people complain, I generally don't have a huge tolerance for it when they aren't proactive and when they're not doing things to take care of themselves, they're not reaching out for help or support, and just generally not taking accountability for their responsibility for their actions or thoughts or things like that. When I'm totally okay with people complaining is when you are proactive and things don't change. And then you get to complain for sure. But until then, keep doing the things that you need to do for you, and be mindful when people say it could have been worse, because it certainly could have been a whole lot better. So stay real, and be sure to subscribe to the Head of Hope YouTube channel and like Head of Hope on Facebook or on Instagram. If you're in the Seattle area, you're certainly invited to join the Seattle Area TBI Survivors Facebook group, which I run as well. Would love to see you there. If you're looking for more resources on how to live your best life with a TBI and want a copy of this wonderful book, go to headofhope.com and you can order it there. Thanks for watching. Take care.